Damn! That's a nice hypercar you got there, Demba C. Say hello.
Hello!
The Regera looks pretty spicy. People want to know what's going on with this car. Is this the fastest vehicle in the game, or is it the P1? Well, we're actually able to do that research now. We're gonna do it for you. We're gonna figure out which is the best of the two to get, progressing through the game to get the P1, or buying and spending $1.7 million dues on this boy right here.
Which, I mean, isn't a lot of money on this game, to be fair.
It's not. It's not. Embassy, which vehicle you want to pick? Do you want to go with the
McLaren
Regera?
P1.
You're going to P1. Well, to be fair, I want to drive both. But right now, I'm going to start with the Regera. I have already customized this before. You've already seen it on a video. If you haven't seen that video, well, there's a video of it, so you can go and search that. But it says the top speed is higher than 248 miles an hour. I'm interested to see if that is the case. I haven't had my P1 yet, so while I've also just bought that other car, I'm going to buy this other one right now as well. Oh, I got it for free, so I don't need to buy it. All right, now I have both. So actually, what might be cool is if we drive both of the same at the same time. But first things first, we have some customization to do. P1, we meet again. I mean, for the first time in this game, but we meet again. We've been friends for many, many years on other games, but now you're on the crew, which is actually quite nice. British elegancy at its finest. Oh my lord, she's going wider. Thank you. We're going to keep the nice stock.
Wrong.
Hey, I'm speaking to my baby. It's alright. So the wheels don't fit the arches currently, which was a problem with the 4GT, but they since fixed it. I'm hoping they fixed this as well, because it really needs some fixing. It needs some loving. Please, it's begging for it. Wide arches on the rear. Well, the rear arches work fine, but the front ones, the wheels don't move. So I don't know what's going on down there, matey. With the fully carbon wing, because there's some bigger wings with the McLaren, but you know, I don't really mind. You know, I'm not too chuffed, if I'm honest. Let's get on.
You mean not too fussed?
I'm not too chuffed. I'm not too fussed. That's exactly what I meant to say. But we will pretend.
Hot soup instead of hot water.
I will put you. You're in hot soup, you. I see your nice yellow seats. They are very yellow. And that's okay.
And it was all yellow.
Let's go for a nice little drive to begin the testing of these two cars. Now, these two cars, why are people automatically thinking these are the two fastest cars? Well, it's pretty obvious, I think. The fact that this has a lot of... This is the most expensive car when it comes to hypercars. Matthews, it's what you get when you beat the campaign. So surely it's one of the quickest, right?
It's where you beat Theo. Or should I say Theo?
Is Theo... There is a difference. I am Tio. He is Tio. So the main difference straight away is that
I have the wang.
Normal gears. No, I have a wang too. You have normal gears, and
That just sounded weird. I have a wang too.
I have one gear. Well, two actually, if you count the reverse. Well, what's going to happen when I put my foot down? Oh, the Regera is coming!
You just knocked me into a building.
It is.
Well done.
Whoa, right the jewels. Another thing you may have noticed straight away is that the backfire on this car and the NOS, purges and whatever, has been fixed because it came out of the wrong hole before, which definitely was frustrating some people. But yeah, they've definitely fixed that. They just now need to fix the arches. Yeah, watch your back, Matthew. Watch your oh!
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that.
Let's get on with the actual proper testing. People don't want to see us prat about talking about these cars.
Well, they do.
Willy-nilly. Well, they do. That's why they're here. They're not here for a scientific experiment. What are the odds? They're back at the salt flats already. It's the best place to test the speed.
This is the only place we've done videos.
It is. We're going to do a million more as well, so expect the expectable.
Why don't we just do another dedicated video called Salt Flat Drag Runs?
We might do that. If you want to see that, let us know down in the comments. But we've got to do a proper test of these two bad boys on their own.
Son.
There you are, big son. You can accelerate as soon as I say go, and you can NOS as soon as I say go. You must NOS as soon as I say go, and use all of it until it's empty, and then not touch it again. So, are you ready, Demba C? 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa! This thing just takes off! Jesus wept because he saw
the wang's gonna come into play now,
bought a P1 instead of a Regera. How fast are you going right now?
175.
I'm going 220, 230.
I'm sure you've upgraded that.
I have not upgraded this.
You must
this
have. I'm going
is going 240. Oh my god! I died. Let's do some top trumps, actually. Let's go on to it and have a look, see what level
Yeah,
this
let's have
car
a
is
look.
to start
What
off
because
with.
that might play into it. To be
Well,
quite
of course
fair.
it does, but it's 286 stock.
Yeah, that's why.
What? Let's have a look at the
I'm
P1.
252.
252 stock. Now, the good news is I actually have a bunch of parts perfectly to bring it up to 286, I think, actually. So I'm going to bring my P1 up to scratch, as it were. As you can see, my P1 is now 286, which is the exact level of the Regera. So I don't have the max parts for this, but I think it's pretty clear looking at the stats straight away. The Regera is probably going to be faster. Not by much in top speed, but when it comes to
Where
power,
the hell are we?
there's so much more. We're in the salt flats. What do you mean, where are we? Are you ready, Dempsey?
Yes,
Remember,
I am.
all your nos at the beginning.
Yes.
None after. 3,
Come on.
2, 1, go! Oh my god! Off he goes! It's much closer this time because of the fact I've actually upgraded. No more nos.
I think I'm gone. I'm gone.
He's going.
I'm gone, mate. I'm gone.
That thing is
Experiment over.
insane. No, what speed are you going right now?
230 miles an hour.
I'm going 220. So honestly, it's not too shabby.
240. Almost there you go.
So, yeah, it's quite a bit slower. Quite a bit slower indeed.
245.
I reckon that's going to carry all the
We're
way
climbing.
to the top of the class. It's
We're
going to be
climbing
really
still.
similar. What did you say the top speed was on that? We should probably do top
240.
speed. 248. So I got 240 is about top speed. Though we should probably do an actual top speed run of the current cars. Again, not max out, but they'll give you a good idea of what you can expect around
And if we
mid-range.
do top speed run, we might as well use all the nos we have.
Yes, that's the point. You just jump to brick. A rock, a brick, a rock. Just go for it. Tell me what speed you get in a minute.
Okay.
Just top it out.
I'm going down now.
Tell
Wait,
Uncle
we're
Pants.
going from here, are we?
Just go. Just put your foot down, Petal. Get on with it.
You petals.
Oh my
This one-
god, it's in.
Come on,
It's in
flower.
euros. Let me make sure I don't draft you.
Nos
I'm
it.
230.
Nos it. 250. 252. 253.
What?
We just reached our max. That was
You did.
253.
242 is my current max.
We're dropping. We're dropping. We're
243,
dropping like a
244.
fly, mate.
Am I going to hit the
Oh.
245? Oh.
Oh
Okay.
no! I'm heading to Skeggy. Ah!
So this thing keeps on pushing. I reckon that when we get to around the top level of this will be very similar.
Which
but
we should come back to this.
when it comes down to it, the main reason between these two cars, the main thing is not the speed.
I think it's because of just the one gear.
How'd you find Skegginess like this? This is Skeggy. Skeggy, just outside Las Vegas. Let's go in the gazebo. We need to do a proper test of the agility of this car, the cars, because it's all well and good testing the top speed, but the main thing that matters, in my view, is the ability to take corners well too. So is this an actual road? Because if so, I might have blubbing found one. He blooming has. Look at the little plane, he's so happy. This thing actually, it's meant to feel quick, but it doesn't feel very quick.
Guarantee you're not gonna land the plane. You're gonna land the car.
Mr. Pants coming in for landing. I'm switching to a car. That's a good way to land. And this is basically going to be a hill climb up all the way through here. And I'm going to time myself going through. And then I want you to time yourself going through this, Matthew. And we'll find out which overall has the best time. So first off, I'm going to set my Regera time. Then you're going to set your Regera time. And then we're going to do it again and set my P1 time. You set your P1 time. Go. No countdown required for the wang that pops out of the vehicle. So you got to stay on the actual road. Don't go off
Theo's
the
going
road.
round the track now. Let's see how he can take these corners, shall we?
Hopefully pretty well, actually.
Oh god, he's faster than my cursor, I tell you.
I am in a hypercar. It should be a little bit faster than a mouse. The one thing about there being only one gear is out of the corners it feels like it bogs down. But it doesn't. I mean, a normal car though, I think, like a P1, may take corners better. You know, the Regera in Payback was absolutely like OP. I'm hoping it's not the case on this game. This is a nice little chill drive. This is what my back garden looks like.
No, it is not. Your back garden's not that big.
I haven't trimmed it in a while. This is a long course.
Yeah, I tell you.
It's cool though. Yeah, what I like about this game is you can find stupid little roads like... I say stupid. I don't mean stupid in a bad way. You find
Why
cool
would it be stupid?
little
They're
roads
made
like
to get
this.
from A to B.
Well, it's a bit stupid me trying to drive a Regera down it in a time trial. Up it, should I say. Oh, we can open the taps. Woohoo! 180 through there.
You can open the taps, can you?
Yeah, open up the taps. This is a road that's definitely out of the Regera's comfort zone. But it's coming to the end now.
Oh, he's coming, he's coming.
And across the line, we got a 248. Let's see what Dembele can get. Off he
That
goes.
was a bit of a slow launch. I tell ya.
P1, round 1. Dembele brought up a very valid point in that, obviously, my car is faster out of the shop.
Oh, this does feel nice on these corners, I tell you.
The P1's got the nice big wang for the downforce.
Yes, it
Look at
has.
him go! Jesus Christ, Dembele. So I will, on my run, I think, probably run it at the same level. I think that'll make it a little bit more fair, just to see. Get up that hill, son. Ho! Look how smooth that was. Are you timing yourself?
No, I thought you were.
There is a bit of a big un stuck in the road, so you might want to be careful. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Please be invisible.
Go round him.
Please
Go
be
round
invisible.
him. He's not.
Oh,
you took that like a G. Open up the taps. Oh, off he goes.
Look at this.
How's he doing on the time? Across the line. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. But I do now have an upgraded myself McLaren P1,
Let's see.
which is the exact level of what the Regera would be. So let's see how accurate that actually is.
Are you just flying?
This map is beautiful. Of course I'm flying. I need to get over there as lickety split quick as I can. This is a two-person plane. Do you want to hop in? You want to hop on? Hop on. Coming in for a very sharpish landing. With a car.
It's not going to be very sharp. It's going to be a crash landing, if I'm honest with you.
It was sharpish. It was magical. It's exactly the type of landing you want.
Sharpish means quickly.
Exactly. It was a quick one. Who are you? And what do you want from me? This is not... Offline mode. I mean, private only mode, please.
Have you gone?
Yeah, I've gone. He's going to be right behind me.
He's going to try and spin you out, or...
You say that. You don't know. He could be a friend.
Yeah, but you don't...
So the one difference with my P1, obviously, as I said, is it's got parts on it. And also, not only just parts, it has some pretty meaty parts on it too. It has some parts
You're pulling away from him.
that definitely may have brand bonuses on them. So that may tilt it to the side of the P1, but we will see. If it loses still, then we know that the Regera was the one to go for. I'm getting the speed up here.
He is. Look at him. Oh, he went across the grass there, little cheeky one.
Hey! You did it as well. Don't even talk to me about cutting grass.
But this car's a bit hot to handle, I tell you.
I'm doing the council a favour.
What? You're taking out the weeds?
Okay, here's a question. Obviously, we have councils and stuff. Who cuts the grass in America?
People who do errands for people, I guess.
Open up the taps a little bit.
Why do you keep saying open the taps?
That's my saying for today's video.
What, are you going to turn on the taps and get a bit wet in there?
Turn on the taps and get soaking wet. Here's the finish. Can he do it?
Nos it,
Can he beat it? I am nossing it. Down the hill. And boom. Oh, okay.
Was it a weird one?
I got a 244.
Okay, so it's only 4 seconds quicker than me.
Which was 4 seconds quicker than me, not you. Now, as said, there are some parts on here that would definitely have helped. Nitro refills by 1.5% while drifting. You know, helps out a little bit. We've got this part right here.
I didn't really noss
refills during a jump. We've also got Hue right here, increased slipstream. That's not obviously any help for this video. But what's this one? Increased scoring. So honestly, there aren't really any parts that would help this specific P1 over the Regera, and I got 4 seconds faster, which may be naturally me learning the track a little bit more, obviously. Yo, Team Regera is relying on you. If you lose, it is P1
curtains.
that wins. It's curtains for the Regera.
No!
Oh no! He went off! But it doesn't matter, Matthew, because anyway, your time was over 3 minutes. It was slower than your P1 time. I think we're seeing a common pattern here.
I think it's because of the gears. You can't really shift down for a corner.
I think you're right, honestly. It's mostly to do with the gears. I'm going to give myself the benefit of the doubt and go for one more run in the Regera. Come on! This time round, I'm going to be boosted every chance I get because this needs some loving.
You might mess up like I did.
I know, but I'd rather, you know, full on go... I'm already messing up. Main problem, as I said the first time round, it just bogs down in the corners. Where Matthew was saying, yes, it's the gearing. When, for example, on the P1, it changes down the gear and power, boom. We're just bogging. Oh, come on! The straights is where this one definitely shows its muscle. It pops off. It goes for a big one. Open up the fireman's hose. Fireman's trunk. No! Regera! I'm gonna pause the timer.
Trouble there.
I've paused the timer. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. And what I'm
Why
gonna
you
do...
didn't do that for me?
No, I've paused the timer. And I'm gonna start going a little bit. And then I'm gonna carry on and see if I can still beat this time. Go, timer's on again. Because I reckon, even with this, I've given myself a second bloody chance. I still reckon the P1's quicker. Come on! Get on with it! Get it on and time.
There you go. What was your time?
So allowing myself to keep going, you would think maybe that has given a comeback for the Regera. No.
It hasn't, has it?
The P1 is the winner.
Yes!
By a tremendous
P1.
10
My boy.
seconds that time. 10 seconds. So there we go. I think we have finalized it. If there are corners, P1. If there's no corners, Regera. If you need a mix of both, you're probably going to do better with the P1. So overall, I would go for the McLaren P1. So there we are. If it comes down to it, don't spend the money on that car. Honestly.
In fact, my money
P1,
feels quite wasted now.
The P1 is definitely one you want to go for. Unless you're really going for speed. I mean, let's be honest. If that car is your favorite, if the P1 is the least favorite of the two, get the other one. You know, that's what it's down to. But when it comes down to efficiency, this is what you want to go for.
Look at
and
this.
It's also free. It's a free car. So you can't really go, you can't go wrong. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you want to see part 2 of this and you're like, whoa, what part 2? You already know. P1 versus LaFerrari. It needs to happen. We need to see which is the fastest vehicle of the two. Do you need to grind to level 600 to have the best car in the game? Let's find out. So be sure to smash like, friends, subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.